Kia ora everybody and welcome to Change Management. This course has been set up in 4 distinct stages with one prologue. The prologue is my organizing framework, and just like those of you who are with me in Leadership and People are aware that we used adaptiveness to a VUCA world as our organizing framework, in Change Management we'll take it a step further and use adaptiveness and resilience as the organizing framework. Because resilience has a connotation of bouncing back when things don't work out. So adaptiveness is all about anticipating the future in uncertain times, but resilience has the added connotation of being able to bounce back when bad things happen. That is the prologue. The very first stage of our course is about understanding change. See, change management is a bit of an oxymoron. To those of you who've actually been in a change initiative, you'd be very aware that change can be directed, change can be initiated, change can be resisted, change can be advocated, change can be leveraged. But really, whether or not you can manage change is open to question. So I want you to understand first all the various terms that people use when they're talking about change. Incremental change, transformational change, evolutionary change, revolutionary change, change that's discontinuous, change that is continuous, change that is episodic, change that is transformational, change that is transitional. I want you to understand what these terms mean, so the next time you encounter them, you know what you're in for. Thereafter, in understanding change, I also want to familiarize you with this person called Kurt Lewin and the family of theories he's got around change. 3-step change, force field analysis, group dynamics, and action research. Once we've got that first stage out of the way, each of you will be reasonably familiar with the main lexicon of change. Then in stage 2, we will go about understanding the environment of change. And basically, change and its environments are really two. There is the external environment with all the pestel forces. And there I want to take you one step further and talk about driving forces, about critical uncertainties, about being able to identify and read the tea leaves, and possibly use scenarios. Once you've used the external environment, I then want you to understand the internal environment, because largely change initiatives are successful or not because of the context in which they are initiated. So depending on the culture of the organization, particular change initiatives would work and some would not. I want you to get familiar with a very, very famous instrument called the CVF, Competing Values Framework. And I want you to use that to understand your own organizations in terms of culture, in terms of theories of effectiveness, in terms of leadership roles, and also in terms of value creation. Once we've done that, stage 2 is over. Then I want to get you into stage 3, which is all about resistance to change. And there we are going to cover all the theories and models that try and explain why individuals resist change and why organizations resist change. So by this time, you've got the prologue around resilience. You've got the first stage around understanding change. You've got the second stage around the culture, the internal and external environments of change. And you've also understood resistance, both individual and organizational, to any change initiative. So you're now ready for the final stage, which is about leading change. And in leading change, we will engage with a whole bunch of frameworks and models, a large number of them coming from practice, and see what is the best way that you as leaders can actually put change to work in your organizations. And once you've done that, you're ready to go out and change the world. See ya.